Hey guys, it's Noel Struggle here with part 13 of the Siege of Kamino Armada round 5. We're not doing traditional, we're going to go beyond round 6 by the way, but the table might look different, and now let's talk about those differences. The first difference is the Separatist group has brought in another Dreadnought and another Magnificent and 2 groups of HMPs and 2 groups of Hyena droids and a group of the Black Betties, because I cannot say their name for whatever reason. The Republic has brought in their auxiliary forces as well after fighting in other battles side by side. Imagine this, like 5 table this way, 5 table this way, but these are the victors. So the Republic has brought in 2 squadrons of V-19s, 2 squadrons of Delta 7s, 2 squadrons of ARC 170s, and then 2 squadrons of Y-Wing bombers and a Venator-class Star Destroyer. Now, with that being said or whatnot, we have a request for this general to go into this ship. For right now, that is not going to be the case, but this guy, once they get close, they will swap. For right now, though, this will be a special honor. This will be Specialist Johnson's ship. He will be a part of our crew and a part of this game. Without that, we have one more group of people to talk about. The Republic has decided that the onslaught of Separatists is going to amass, go past the X-Wings, and take over the base if they do not stop it. So what they are sending is a squadron of 3 Jedi... edit this part out real quick. A little bit of... The Jedi are sending 3 Jedi fighters, commanded with Anakin, Ahsoka, and a generic Jedi fighter for right now. Kenobi is going to stay back in the Venator and help with the siege and the fleet battle or whatnot. Alongside these two, these are going to be 2 docked troops. One of them is commanded with a group of Phase 2 and 2 arcs. And then the other in this LAAT is going to be Rex, 5s, Echo, and a squad of 5 ARC troopers along with them. They are going to bring in the heat for the Republic and try to help clean up any of that mess that comes through. Without further ado, let's begin. There's also an LAAT over here that does have another squadron of just Phase 2 clones. But, hey, you know, they're going to also try to come help as well. But I only have 2 models, so we will see. Anyway, Phase 2. Jesus Christ. Phase round 5. Armada. Let's begin. And dials, tokens, and shiny things in the 1, 2, 3. By the way, while I'm setting these up, yes, this is a homebrewed card that I self-laminated. And this is the fully homebrewed base with a self-laminated template and a 3D printed base and a 3D printed self-painted Venator-class Star Destroyer. That's right, Armada's not dead. Alright, the dials are all set. It is a red phase, so the Separatists will go first because red's the bad guys. And we'll have, I believe, Just Me Waffle and the Destroyer go first, looking for some blood. With this, he'll be shooting into the side arc, into the Acclimator. And he revealed a concentrated fire that was in the roll an additional dice. So 5 red dice, side of Acclimator. That's a lot of hits. And he used a half damage and a redirect. And he'll take the 1 shield loss and then the crit. The crit forced this guy to change his command. It went from an extra attack to now just a basic extra movement of changing speed. Now side attack into the side yet again. 3 dice. That is 2 crits and 2 hits. I'm on drugs. Apparently I went ahead and flipped these 2. I needed to flip these 2. I'm going to do a return fire with them. Returning salvo shot. As in the gate. Alright, come back to here with 2 hits and 2 crits. Now, one thing that I learned, thanks to you guys in your comments, is that you can spin these actionable dials once, and it gets rid of it for the rest of the game. This is where this guy is going to do that. He's going to get rid of that token. It's gone. But half of that damage is now gone as well. So these 2 here are gone, and it's only down to the 2 crits. It looks like that's a major hull damage, though. Well, shield damage. So basically, the biggest side with the most shields is completely gone, and then up to 2 lose 1 shield each. After all those go through, this Acclimator has no shields around any of its points. It's severely weakened, and it only has 4 life remaining. That's only the first fight. He still has to move. With that movement, he moved tick up 1, tick up 2, and now is resting there. But I'll tell you what, the Republic's going to have a hard choice. Do they focus on left or focus on right? There's a destroyer that's sneaking around about to obliterate these Peltas, Acclimator, and the Counselor Cruiser. This is getting interesting. I love the idea of these reinforcements coming in. They added just a new dynamic. Right when you think you understood what's going on, you just throw in some more ships and you say, good luck. These guys on the battlefield, these guys are the veterans, and they are realizing that even when you have veterancy, sometimes the chaos of battle can throw you a curveball. Alrighty, this Acclimator here, commanded by General Stryker, is going to use a squadron maneuver, activating 2 squadrons. It's going to be the Y-Wings and these V-19s. Alrighty, Y-Wings into the front, 1 dice. That is 1 hit, 1 shield loss. V-19s going ahead. V-19s. V-19s? That's 1 hit as well. I've played almost 12 hours of this game. It's V-19s. That's right. Gosh. Anyway, 1 damage to the front. He chose to redirect from the side, considering that this Acclimator is about to just pour into him. This Acclimator is not messing around. Front to front, all these. So he spent his half damage and he used his negate crits. So now he's down to just 3 basic hits, which then just boils down to 1 extra crit damage. Well, 1 extra normal damage. Now he will return salvo back to the Acclimator. I'll fix all that. I one-handed anyway. Returning salvo back to Acclimator. That is a negate and a hit. General Stryker is now at 2 life remaining. From the side, he shoots at this hard cell with 2 red dice. That is 1 crit. He's at range 2, asking for a reroll. That is 2 hits. That doesn't help him. He will half the damage and then take the 1 hit. And at the speed he's on versus the distance he can go, they are stuck and they're locked and both now take another damage. General Stryker is going out, guns blazing, and just battering ramming into this dreadnought. Rewind real quick. I forgot that he had a dial and it showed the dial, and now it's engineering. Engineering's at 4. He can recover 2 shields. With recovering 2 shields, he will go ahead and repair the 2 damage. So he's actually at 4 health. A little bit more survivable. We'll go into it next. With that front arc to front arc, Dreadnought into Acclimator. He is firing back, and that is a bit of damage. The 2 negates went ahead and turned him down to having nothing available unless he wants to spend it for good. And that's 2 damage and a crit. As it stands, that would be death, so he has to do something. He will spend this to now be 1 damage and a crit. And he will also spend this to do a returning fire silo as a final act of defiance. He will roll blue and red. That is a negate and a crit. Everything's already negated, so the crit will go through. So when he deals damage or runs into another ship, he gets an additional damage. He is at 5 hit points now. Going back to this, a hit and a crit. And the crit, deal 1 face down damage card to your ship, then flip this card over. With that, he has now lost 7 health. This is a dead Acclimator. Now, General Stryker may have a chance to get into an LAT, but he has to wait till more LATs are available. So we will put him over here and make a note that once an LAT comes available, we will see if he spawns again. And with that, the chaos of this battle is raging on. We are in the middle of round 5, and I will see you guys in the next one where we continue. That was only like 3 ships, and we have like about 15. Let's continue and get into it. As a Republic player, I'm hoping this guy dies pretty soon. As a Separatist player, we're starting to get a sneaky set. We have a destroyer coming behind these transports. We have a dreadnought coming behind our Venator. Honestly, the Republic really needs to pull off some good, solid kills in this round. Otherwise, their left and right flanks may look in trouble, and they may need the additional 2 Venators over there to get their bases here sooner to get this all going. But I'll see you guys next time. Noble out.